In November of 2020, I moved into a tiny home in the woods. My boyfriend Max and I lived there for about 9 months. It was truly a magical experience and an experience that I'll forever be grateful for. But then in the fall of 2021, we moved to, ironically, another tiny home. Unfortunately, not in another remote, picture-perfect Pacific Northwest location, but rather in a trailer park. It wasn't our plan to live in another tiny home, but it just happened to be the way things worked out. This second tiny home was a beautiful blank canvas that we've taken in stride to decorate and make a cozy home for ourselves over the last year. In our previous tiny home in the woods, I documented a lot of our everyday life. But since moving into this new space, though we absolutely love it, I haven't filmed a lot here. And this is partially due to the lack of scenery and privacy in our neighborhood. I mean, our neighbors are literally parked like maybe 8 feet away from us. And partially just due to the busyness of life. However, I want to change that. I want to document what life is like for me living in this tiny home at age 25 with my partner Max and our cat. Most of it is the very mundane lifestyle of working from home and keeping up with household chores and random adult admin tasks. But there are a lot of little moments that I want to share the magic of and the adventures that we still get up to when we have the time outside of our professional lives. Because I don't imagine we'll live in this tiny home forever, and in the future I would love to look back on our life here. With all of this being said, I'm really excited for this new chapter of the Tiny Home Diaries. First, let's take a look back at the last year. We moved into a very empty space with a lot of ideas on how to make it a home. So we thought tiny home life was over for us. Just kidding.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm gonna keep furniture going.
After many months, we are finally at a place where we're really happy with our home. There's of course always things we're thinking of improving, but right now it's super functional and cozy. What do you think, Igwin? Do you like it? Aside from working at home, in our free time we, for the most part, hang out with our cat. A lot. I mean a lot. I mean, look at him. How could you not want to hang out with him? He's so cute. He's our best friend, for sure. My work, buddy. We also cook here and there while listening to some tunes on our record player. Despite having pretty limited kitchen appliances, we make do with our little cooktop, microwave, and Instapot. We're still able to have our essentials, coffee and tacos. Not together, but those are our bread and butter of this household. Over the last year or so, we've been through some pretty extreme weather patterns. From icy blizzards that froze our pipes, to windstorms that shake our whole house at night, to typical Pacific Northwest rain, to flooding, to over 100-degree weather with no AC, and very smoky skies from wildfires, to some of the most beautiful sunsets in all of the Northwest, in my opinion. And when it's not freezing, insanely windy, or flooding, we enjoy the great outdoors. And there's a lot of it here. Forests, lakes, mountaintops, the bay. We have it all. It's all super accessible and truly unreal how close we are to a lot of these things. So we're extremely grateful to have the opportunity to be this close to these beautiful places. It really does not get old. Summers here in the Northwest are the best.
Summer's just the best.
It's true, hands down. Many people think of the Northwest as a rainy, gloomy place, and that is for sure the case, like 85% of the year. But that other 15% is truly incredible. So we make the most of every summer, and last summer was no different. Throughout the fall and winter, we've kept busy with family trips, seeing our friends, and volunteering. And that brings us to the present day, trying our best to make it through this very long and dreary winter. It actually hasn't been that bad. It's flown by for the most part. Recently, and fortunately, we've had some not so miserable days that we spent on Whidbey Island and out on the Olympic Peninsula.
That was good. I know we're definitely kind of fire saying,
I haven't filmed much at all today because we've been hanging with friends.
yeah. Not a bad day, honestly. Like, this could be worse. It's not raining. And even though we don't really get to see much of the sunset, it's still a good view. It's not windy, so we're about it.
I'm here for it. February hasn't been so bad. Freaking knock on wood.
Well, it's about to, yeah.
It's supposed to snow.
Speaking like you're... Holy smoke!
The wave!
What? The stars!
Oh my god.
Isn't that crazy? What?
It's cleared up.
Yeah.
I see a little galaxy. A little cluster over there.
Oh my god, yeah. I like this. I like it.
Back it up.
The beans up.
Max making coffee for me.
Should really compensate when we camp.
Some good old cowboy coffee. Mmm. Back in the day, Max would take any level of shit to get of waves. Just make do. Can do attitude.
I got a couple fun ones yesterday. I was like, okay, I didn't totally forget how to surf. So that's my fear. Like I don't surf very often. But well, I'm gonna forget.
I'm really excited for all of the adventures to come this year, and I hope you stay tuned for this season 2 of the Tiny Home Diaries. I'll talk to you all in the next Tiny Home Diary entry. And as Max would say, toodles.